Hi, welcome to a new video. Today I want to talk about some tips for aspiring entrepreneurs. These are just tips that I wish I had when I was just starting. So let's get on with it. So first, write down what exactly you want to achieve. What is your why? What is your burning desire? What do you plan to give in exchange for achieving your goal? Have that clear, have it all day long, every day of your life. Just have it, because if not, you are going to forget. And that's when you become unmotivated and lack the energy to actually, just that desire to move your energy in your body and really hustle towards what you want to achieve. Number 2, we have learn. So read, this is super important. Read, watch videos. Okay, maybe if you don't have the money for a course, so just begin doing it yourself, but begin. And also don't get stuck with only trying to learn and absorb information without using it, because eventually you are going to find yourself in a place, in a situation where you see video after video after video and you're actually not learning that much, because most of the information you already knew at some point, and it becomes just repetitive, and it becomes kind of like a vicious cycle. And remember, knowledge is not power. The application of knowledge is power. So you may read every book in the world, but if you don't apply it, then you're not gonna get anywhere. So number 3, figure out how you'll obtain everything you desire and make that your focus, and don't look at anything else. Don't get caught up in the shiny object syndrome. Believe me, I've been there. If you decide to do Facebook ads for certain business, do that. Stick with it. Don't say, oh, I'll start a marketing agency that makes Facebook ads for businesses, but oh, instead I found this YouTube video which offers me a free dropshipping course, so let's just try that. There's a lot of people that made lots and lots of money out of dropshipping, so why don't I just try it? No, that is going and falling for the shiny object syndrome. Believe me, I've been there. But if you already defined what you desired and have a definite plan to achieve it, then don't go and try anything else. The best thing you can do when you are just starting is focus. Make a certain thing your focus and grow it. Don't change unless you've tried it for long enough to say, okay, this is not for me, because it may not be for me, but I tried it, I gave it the time it required, and so I am now allowed to say, no, I am going to change it to something else. But until that point, focus and remain with that one thing that you're trying to do in order to achieve what you desire. There's a quote that says, that who tries to do everything ends up doing nothing at all. This is advice I give you because I made that mistake, and I don't want you to do it as well. Just focus on that one thing. Don't go after every shiny object. Number 4, don't overload yourself with a never-ending to-do list. Choose 1 to 3 MIT's most important tasks. That is a must. Choose 1 to 3 MIT's most important tasks that must get done in the day, and do them first thing when you start your workday. First thing. This was kind of like a mind opening for me, but go on an information diet. I was the typical person, well, I would say typical, that goes into YouTube and every day, just a vicious cycle, goes into YouTube and watches like every YouTube video, tries to cram everything up, and tries to like read a lot of books at the same time. No, don't do that. Don't try to watch every YouTube video about how to do the best ads or other service. Avoid the fluff videos. You end up seen as part of a vicious cycle, and that at the end of the day, you notice that you didn't actually learn anything from them. There are a lot of videos of people just giving you hints of things that you gotta know, and you don't even realize, but the only thing that they're trying to do is sell you their course. So, some videos are actually really good. Like you can learn a certain skill from YouTube, from books. The courses are good, and I definitely encourage you to get a course. Moreover, maybe you are trying to build your cash flow to invest in a course because maybe you don't have the money right now, and that's fine. Okay, so in that case you will have to learn alone. Okay, I had to learn alone. Go on an information diet. In this sense, so definitely watch a lot of YouTube videos, definitely, and read a lot. But after some time where you start feeling the videos just getting repetitive and just being more like fluff that you see in the video is actually more than the information you are grabbing. So try to go, that's when you are so when you're at that point, try to go on an information diet. All right, read books, always read books. But right now I am at a point where I prefer reading books and implementing what I already learned from the YouTube videos or the internet. Okay, so there are things that you are never going to learn just from a YouTube video or from a book. Even you have to implement and learn along the way. You are going to fail inevitably, and it's not going to be easy, but it is simple. More now that we are in this digital era, it's simpler than ever, but it's not easy, and it will take a lot of perseverance. Choose wisely what videos you see, what information you consume, and avoid the fluff. Prioritize reading, but after you know that you already learned the basics and that you could actually offer that service in decent, good quality, just go, try it small, and learn from it. Never stop learning. Learn from the experience, keep learning from the books, but don't try to consume book after book after book without implementing what you are learning. Okay, so top gurus are generally just entertainment, so be aware of that as well. We all know the common typical top gurus that appear in our YouTube feed. Well, their videos are, in the most part, entertainment for most their videos. Obviously, some have really good videos that are actually with the purpose of teaching. But just beware not to watch them in excess, all right? And don't just hear what they're saying, but look at what they're doing. Maybe the advice they're giving you is an advice that would have worked pretty well, like in 2015, 14, 16 even. But we are in a new time, and things may not be just as easy, saying it that way. Okay, so just watch at what they're doing, learn, but beware that most of those videos are generally for entertainment purposes, or some are trying to sell you their course as well. So yeah, just be aware of that. And this one, you will never be 100% ready, so just go there and begin outreach. Don't try to watch every YouTube video before you send your first piece of outreach. You have to practice outreach again and again and again. You're not, unless you are like top Guinness World Record, you're probably not gonna get your first client out of nowhere. Just you started blank page, and you send your first outreach and you're gonna get right there your first client. Unless you are like magical or something, I don't think that's gonna be it. Then go out there and start doing outreach. Try to land a job. I'm not saying go out there and offer a service that you don't even know about. Just remember, you will not achieve anything until you go out there and do something. So just keep that in mind. You will never be 100% ready. Don't go out there and do 100 pieces of outreach a day. I don't really know if you can do that. Just keep it simple, keep it consistent, and keep it decent quality, decently personalized. But don't focus a lot on prospecting at the beginning. Numbers do help. So a person who's doing 40 pieces of outreach a day is more likely to get hired, get more responses, more meetings than someone who's doing only 10. That obviously depends. Like, I never did 40 pieces of outreach a day before I landed my first client. But it's a process, and that's why I don't want you to go out there and just binge watch every YouTube video about that you're trying to offer, because it's not the same as just creating your own path and really seeing what works for you. So this is an extra tip, and remember you have to have time to unwind. For example, when I came up with this tip, I was actually and really digested its importance. I was recording the day in the life video. I came home after a morning of waking up early, continuing the script. In the early, quiet mornings is the time where I'm most creative, so I decided to continue this script. It's actually, I think it's not my last day in the week, but my last day in the live video. Okay, so continuing the script because it was early. I'm more creative in the mornings. I went to my grandma's house, had breakfast, and hit the gym. Then I had a snack and read for a bit. Don't get me wrong, I sometimes have a hard time actually unwinding, because I'm always thinking about how I could get my business better, how I could be doing something else to more productive towards the business. But something that I gotta learn, but okay, whatever. It's important to give yourself times where you are not just not doing work, but also not thinking about work, because those are the times where you are allowing yourself to be creative. Those are the times where you allow your creativity to flow. I was watching a YouTube video when I analyzed, and it happens, for my YouTube ideas. This is actually a script that I was writing, and I was really feeling it. At the time that I was writing, I think that I landed on this whole script idea for something that triggered it. I don't really remember, but this is, I don't even have a year of, just self-development, meditating, of learning a lot, of reading a lot, of really trying to make this online business my thing and, just grow it, which I know I will now. But I haven't even, a year hasn't even passed. I only, I just signed my first client, in December. I am in that place where maybe you, if you landed this video, are. So I just wanted to say that it's all gonna work out. Just if you really put your mind into something, your dedication, your major focus, and your perseverance on something, you will inevitably win. And failure is just temporal, and just utilize it as something to learn from. Don't necessarily see it as a bad thing, but I'll always try to improve. And well, basically that way you also learn your brain to rest and come up better and faster when you eventually start to work again. So yeah, so this is basically a list of the tips that I wish that I had when just some months ago, really. When I was just starting, I really felt anxious and oh my god, this is so much, how am I gonna do this? But you didn't even know if this is the business model. I don't even know if this is the business model I'm going to do. I'm gonna do another video of basically what I plan to do, what is my strategy to just build my business, and about what I'm going to build my business. So maybe you don't have everything clear. I don't have everything figured out still. The important thing is to just go for it, throw yourself in the water, and start working, start doing something. That don't just be all lagged up, stuck without doing anything actually, just paralyzed by fear, because that is also known as procrastination. So I really hope you liked this video. If you did, well, share it with someone who you think will also find some value in this video. You can give it a thumbs up, and remember that you can always write me through my email or Instagram, which I always leave in the description below. I'm not trying to sell you anything, just talk basically. So I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.